Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. This is the Atom Effect.
Damn, you're not speaking English. I don't understand what you saying, but I'm TNK, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Girl, you know what I'm packing. Let's make a movie. Lights, camera, action. I'ma start shooting. Yeah.
Cloud.
Yeah. Hey. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. I don't even know what this girl saying now, but she had to get a quick fix, good dick, sick shit, ass so fat, call the shit thick. Girl, you ain't know I like you, wanna wife you. Shit so cool, color Ice Cube, you the sugar honey with the ice too. Don't forget T, man, don't forget T and K. Watch from a distance, all you do is slay. Tryna get paid, baby, tryna get paid. I don't wanna fall, but I already did. Exchange your heart with the kid. Damn, I got hurt again. Why always trip, man? Why always trip? You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. Only got 4 minutes, Lord, tell me what to say, so I get the digits. Tell me all the right words, so I get it. Can't be scared, T, can't be scared. You don't wanna bust plan A, then gotta get a plan B. Whole new language, watch yourself. I'm a little dangerous, Melanie got me going crazy. Love your fragrance, gotta listen virtues. Girl, you my patient, gotta have patience. I take time with your lips, yeah, I gotta pace it. Time with the hips, take time with them hips. Girl, 3-course meal, so I dine in them hips. Girl, I dive in them hips. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody, I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long, had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. Take 5, yeah, the new kid.
We in the building, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to Jack. I was just about to ask you, gang. If you like the clothes. So you like them? They good? All right. One time for Jack. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We apologize for taking so long, man. We apologize for taking so long. Hold on, let me bring myself up in here. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy BA. I'm in the building. Why is it so yellow up in here? Why is it so yellow? Why is it so yellow? Hey, shout out to Jack. Yeah, Jack, I told you I was gonna get you them clothes, bro. Apologies for taking so long. Yo, somebody, hold on, bro. What's going on with this light, bro?
Hell, boy.
Like I said, shout out to Jack, bro. My bad for taking so long on them clothes, my ninja. Yeah, guys, like I said, we just gonna be yellow in here. If we're yellow in here, I'm sorry. I gotta fix this light. I got the red light, but it's gonna be mad awkward if I'm sitting here in red talking to ninjas. Ninjas gonna look at me like,
Boy, what the hell, boy?
so you know I gotta we just gonna have to be yellow for a little bit. But yeah, shout out to Jack. Shout out to Rumble and Twitch. We're streaming on Rumble and Twitch and YouTube. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. You feel me? But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Jack is one of our supporters. He's been here a long time. And we told him we was going to give him some merchandise. So he said he got the clothes finally. Yo, I was just about to say, bro, because you didn't say anything. I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, what if I sent it to the wrong address? I'm like, yo, there's no way I'm going to be that stupid to send it to the wrong address. Bro, I was worried, bro. I'm like, yo, this is so, cause you know, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Jack, but Jack, I use my own money, my ninja.
Hell, boy.
You know, I'm supposed to put the store up. I'm finna put the store up. I use my own money. So, you know, I bought them clothes. You know, it's, for those of you who don't know, shout out to Black Madam. You know, me and Black Madam, right? Me and Black Madam, we invested into like a clothing machine. Quick sidebar before we start the show. So we invested into a clothing machine. So I was going to send clothes from the machine that we made. I didn't like the way they look. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm setting up the website. I'm going to get the merch from the website because I know they do it better because that's what I'm paying for. You feel me? So yeah, shout out to Jack. I'm happy you like the clothes, bro. Like I said, wear them around school. Hey, man. Like I said, ninjas try to bully you, tell them come my way, come to my show, and we're going to have to put an addy on it, okay? But shout out to you, bro. I'm happy you like the clothes. In all seriousness, like I said, thank you for being a part of the Adam Effect, man. You making me smile, dog. You making me blush and I'm black. You making me blush, bro. Come on, bro. Anyways, we got a good show for you guys today. My bad for pulling up so late. I had some things I had to tend to. I had some stuff I was learning, and I had some music I was making. Things we're going to talk about today. We have a lot to cover. So we probably be in here till like 8:30, but I already did all my stuff on TikTok I was supposed to do. So we got Stephen A. Smith taking it too far with LeBron James, bringing up Kobe. Shout out to the GOAT, Kobe Bean Bryant. Shout out to Kobe Bean Bryant. We're going to shout him out again later on in the show. We got Big U's massive 43 count indictment. Unsealed. We got Yella Beezy's murder for hire bond reduced to $750K. So yeah, we got a good show for you guys. We got 2 albums dropping tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying? I'm saying here like, how are we supposed to do this? Cause we're not gonna do, and hold on, Jack, I'm actually gonna pin your message. Let me pin your message. We're not gonna do one full stream of both albums because I can't listen to that much music. So tomorrow we're probably gonna have 3 or 4 streams, maybe 3 streams, because I have to go do something with my car. I got to take my car to the shop. The engine light been on. I'm not trying to be one of them ninjas driving with the engine light on because I can't afford another one and I owe bands on that car, okay? So yeah, I got to go to the shop tomorrow. So we probably do 3 streams tomorrow instead of 4 because we got to do the gaming stream. Shout out to everybody that like video games. We run Call of Duty. We're trying to get 3 in a row. We've won a couple times. I have to actually edit the videos where we won. I'm going to do that. I'm going to edit the videos and I'm going to add some music that I made to the background. One thing I wanted to show you guys too before we start. Like I said, it's a lot going on, man. This is business. It feels good, but I'm on edge. If y'all don't know, y'all can't tell, bro. I'm breaking out so bad. That's the one thing about being black. It's litty. You know, I'm breaking out. Unless you see me in real life, you wouldn't know. But yo, I'm breaking out bad. And it's because like I've been stressed out trying to put everything together. And I guess that's just a part of the business. It's the nature of the game. But yeah, on Instagram, you know, at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna put my worst beats. I decided I'm not gonna put my worst beats anymore. We're gonna use Instagram to continue the show. So like I said, if y'all need beats, y'all hit me up. I'm gonna let y'all hear some of my heat. And this is my song. So rappers, don't rap on my beat. Because I will sue you, my ninja. It's my copyright, intellectual copyright. I made it myself. Here we go. Hold up. Here we go. Yeah. That's fire. I'm sorry. I can't believe I made that. We got to put the volume up. Hold up. Hold on. Let me put the volume up. Here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, man, that's fire. That's fire. We're gonna run it back. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, man, that's fire. That's fire. Yeah. Yes, sir. So like I said, artists, if you need beats, hit me up. At first, I was gonna be asking people to send me beats, my fans. I decided if y'all need beats, we'll do business with each other that way. That way I'm still able to pay my bills, because ninjas don't want to donate because ninjas ain't got no money. It's like, all right, if you make music, you want a beat, hit me up. We also got merchandise that you see me wearing. I gotta make sure not to drop everything out the bag. But yeah, we got merchandise. I'm gonna be giving these out soon. Shout out to everybody in the A. If you pull up to the A for some of the events we have out here, like ACL, which is Austin City Limits. We have South by Southwest. Next time we have some big events out here, and we got a couple. I'll probably be giving these out, telling people add me to their playlist, or save my playlist, whatever the case may have you. So yeah, we doing the damn thing, bro. I'm here to tell you right now, I'm sweating all day. It makes no sense. I guess this is just part of the game. But let's get started with the show. And you guys can follow me here. I got all these followers. We got over 5,000 people on YouTube following us, bro. It's crazy, bro. Shout out to everybody. Not everybody follows me for the live stream. They follow me for my music. So when they see the live stream, they probably looking like, yo, what the F is this ninja talking about?
What the hell, boy?
Yeah, they be looking at me like, yo, where's the music? Where's the music? But shout out to our 5,000 followers. I love every one of you. I'm happy all of y'all like my music, and I'm thankful for everybody that wants to follow my story. Past that, follow me on Instagram, my ninja. Secondly, I don't get excited until I see about like 100,000 people, maybe 20,000. If I see 20,000, okay, we'll do goals. We're gonna do goals. So if I see 10,000 people in here, okay, we got something going on. So shout out to everybody following me. But it's like I said, bro, I don't really get too excited. I'm just thankful for everybody that wants to support me on the journey. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, y'all keep watching, bro. I got a lot of things planned for all of us in the future. Imagine a world where we got a cruise set up, and in the cruise, everybody who's part of the core, everybody who's part of the resistance is on the cruise, and we all chilling. I don't necessarily, I'm including myself in here if y'all want to chill with me, but y'all ain't got to chill with me, because I'm gonna be the one we gonna patch up. Patching up is something we say in the hood, right? Let me give y'all some game before we start the show. We gonna patch up, right? Patching up is something we say in the hood, where it's like we put our money together, all right? I'm gonna keep it simple. So we're gonna put our money together, and when we put our money together, we're gonna go on a cruise together. Or imagine we're not going to Mexico. Well, shout out to my Mexicano brothers and sisters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll go to Mexico, but I'm saying we just gonna go on a cruise to go on a cruise, be on the water with each other, and just vibe with each other. Ultimately, the core and the resistance is supposed to be a network for all of us to work together. It's gonna be like a whole kind of thing that I create. Like, imagine, shout out to the gang, shout out to the Bloods, the Crips, shout out to MS-13, shout out to Zopound. Y'all know what it is. Don't kill me, please. What I'm saying is we're gonna create something like that. That's not a gang. Shout out to the Fetty Gov. Shout out to the Function. That's not a gang, right? It's not a gang. What it's going to be is going to be a network of like-minded individuals who can help each other in the future. So think fraternities, think sororities, the same thing. These are all things that I wanted to be part of coming up. Yes, I know sometimes I was a little bit skeptical. So back in the day, I wanted to be part of gangs. Yes, I did. I wanted to be part of a fraternity. I did, but I never got to do those things, or I may have tried and it didn't pan out the way I wanted. So I decided I'll create my own version of that. No, it's not a cult, my ninja. No, it's not a cult. It's something to make you guys better. It's something to make you guys more positive, and it's something to make you feel like you're a part of something bigger than yourself. And the reason why is because life is short. Let's enjoy life together. That's just how I'm feeling. Yes, sir. That's just how I'm feeling. Yes, sir. Not to get all emotional and shit. Anyways, man, let's get started with this show. All right, we'll start here. Yolanda Saldivar, since we was talking about the Mexicanos, I don't know if she's Mexican though. My bad if she's not, because Spanish people get mad. For those of you who don't know, Spanish people, well, I'm not going to say it like that, but I don't want to say that they racist, but low-key they're prejudiced as well. And the reason why I know, shout out to my stepmama. My stepmama, for those of you who don't know, and you guys probably will never know her unless she wants to be known. My parents don't like to be known like that. My dad's known and my mom's known though, but they're not known like that. So my stepmother was Cuban. So she's Cuban, like whiter than this lady right here, Cuban, right? So, what I was gonna say, she used to tell me stuff. She'll tell me stuff about, like people, like certain Spanish people vibe with certain Spanish people. Like everybody got prejudice. So it's like certain people have stereotypes about other types of people. This is something that, you know, regular people like me and you would not know unless we was told. So you would never know. There's a color system in Spanish, in the Hispanic community as well. It's so shocking, but then again, is it really? Is it really? But yeah, shout out to the Mexicanos. I don't know if she's Mexican or Colombian or Brazilian, who knows? But anyways, Yolanda Saldivar, a woman who fatally shot Selena Quintali, whoa.
But what the hell, boy?
My fault, fam. My fault, gang. Yolanda Saldivar, the woman who fatally shot Selena Quintanilla Perez in 1995, was denied parole. Multiple outlets report Saldivar went up against a parole panel for the first time in nearly 30 years. If you recall, Saldivar was sentenced to first-degree murder, and she was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years. Yeah, she cooked, my ninja. She cooked. Shout out to AI. They got colorism a lot of places, even against their own people. It's wild. Hey, fam, I ain't know. Look, like I said, we got to go on with the show. I'm going to give y'all a quick story. So, bruh, I've been to a lot of places. This is why I try to tell you guys got to branch out and expand. Like, if you used to know me back in the day when I was staying in Miami, shout out to the 305. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 305. I was born and raised in Miami, for those of you who don't know my story. But I've seen a lot of the world. My parents took me places to travel and shit like that. We wasn't living like it was all good, don't get me wrong. But I mean, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, I grew up where I grew up, like that, the last house I stayed in with my parents, there was bars on the window, my ninja. We lived in the hood. And I mean, my parents won't necessarily be too proud of that, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. So look, so, you know, this the last trip that I've been on. Me and my brother, when we was grown, like now, this probably like 3-4 years ago, we went to Colombia, right? We just trying to see what's good with Colombia. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. So ninja, my ninja, I'm gonna tell y'all pieces of this story. So look, so me and my brother we strolling through in the nighttime, right? Like we trying to go see what the nightlife is about. So ninjas, you know, tell me how I pull up, right? Like I'm walking, tell me how the police pull up on me with the flashlight and all, my ninja. My ninja, if I'm lying, I'm flying. The police pull up on me, right? So the police pull up on me and they say, "Tienes coca." So for those of you who know Spanish, a little bit of Spanish, you know, Colombia is known for their Coke, if you catch my drift, they Coca-Cola. So like I said, we talking code on here too because of YouTube. But so listen to this. So they pull up on me talking about, do I got some Coca-Cola on me? I'm like, bro, I'm looking at these ninjas like,
but what the hell, boy?
I'm looking like, so I told them, you know what I said? I said, excuse me. And they're like, oh, you know, they say the same thing, "Tienes coca" again. I'm like, no, I shit you not. They searched me. This is why I'm traveling in Colombia. I'm talking about search me, ask for my ID and all, check to see if my ID is real. But I don't do drugs. So I'm good, bro. I'm telling you, I will bring Rich the engineer. Rich the engineer is my brother, bro. I will bring him here and he will tell you, bro. They was thinking about taking me, bro. If they took me, bro, y'all would have never seen me, bro. I would have been living my life in Colombia to this day, bro. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, I'm saying all that to say, yeah, they got prejudice everywhere. Shout out to the people that don't like colored people. Shout out to all of you. Oh, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it because they be saying it, you know, when they be in the privacy or the privacy of their home, right? They be in the privacy of their home. Shout out to everybody that don't like blacks, okay? Shout out to all of y'all that don't like blacks. I don't like you either. Look, me personally, shout out to my people that I know back at the crib, right? So everybody always wonder why I've changed. The reason why I changed is because my parents sheltered me from the world. Shout out to my parents. And I always shout them out because they don't realize who they created. I'm the X factor in all this. So my parents sheltered me from the world. So I was aware of racism because we used to get looks. Like I said, my dad is like my color. Me and my dad, we black. Okay, it is what it is. So, you know, like I said, my stepmama looked like a white woman. So when they seeing her, she a white woman walking with her, bro, we used to get looks. Like when we went certain places, my mom used to be like, oh, I'm keeping a knife by the bed just in case. Yeah, my parents is G's, bro. My parents don't play that. They don't play that back in the day. They used to not play that. Now they're a little older. They kind of gotten a little bit soft. That's what I tell them. But yeah, they back when they was like my age and shit, I'm in my mid-20s, late 20s. I'm saying when they was a little bit older, they was never playing that. They was on 10 at all times. So yeah, my mom sometimes when we used to travel, she'll sleep with with a knife by the bed just in case she got to wake up and stab somebody. It's like that, my ninja. But yeah, so they sheltered me from the world. So I had no clue like these things is really going on. So when I start being in the world by myself and I'm seeing people be grimy and do all this weird shit and act all kind of funny to me, I'm like, bro, why are people acting like that? Then I start peeping game. I say, you know what? Instead of trying to reason with these people, let me just peep game. So I start closing my mouth. Like y'all hearing me popping now for a good 5 years. I kind of just close my mouth and start peeping the scene and understanding why do people do the things that they do and why are people the way they are. And I understand it's just the way life is system and cycles. So life is a system and a cycle and it keeps repeating over and over and over and over. And it's just, my uncle said this to me too. Shout out to my uncle. He was like, oh, the game never changes, only the players. Real pimp stuff. Pimping ain't easy. And I'm not saying my uncle's a pimp. My uncle not a pimp. But like I say, he just know the game. So he used to tell me, he's like, yeah, Adam, the players only change. The game never changes. And I'm like, what you talking about? Then as I got older, I understood. It's just, I don't know if it's just the way history is, because history always repeats itself, or it's just we live in a light matrix or whatever they say. They have multiple reasons for whatever the case may have you. But yeah, like I said, bro, I'm saying all that to say that's just what it comes down to. So yeah, shout out to all the people that don't like blacks. Hey, my ninja, I'm gonna keep it a bean. If you don't like me, I don't like you either. I don't care. I'm not one of them people that want to be your friend and want to be nice to you. Like, look, we had the Blac Pill on TikTok, right? Like the Blac Pill Podcast on TikTok. I post shit about Donald Trump. Shout out to all the people that support me there, right? So sometimes these people getting their feelings. I be sitting there like, bro, I'm like, what y'all talking about, bro? It's not like I'm on your side. I'm not on your side. I'm just documenting history, okay? I'm not on your side. I'm not on the right side. I'm not on the left side. I'm on Black Adam's side. You know why I'm on my side? Because at the end of the day, what it comes down to is this. If you're not with me and coincidentally you're against me, and that's in the simplest form. At a higher level, left, right, two sides of the same coin, or the better way to say it, left wing, right wing, they're the same bird. They might glide to one side or glide to the other side, but it's the same bird flying that's on the back of the dollar. So when they sit there and start to try and ask me, oh, you're a Democrat or you're a Republican or you have a lot of credibility, I'm like, bro, I don't give a shit what y'all talking about, bro. I'm just posting shit. Everybody posting something, shit, I'm posting something, my ninja. It's like, what we talking about, bro? I'm not one of them ninjas. Like, I don't align with all that because, like I said, my life was different. So ninjas let me know from a young age I was dark and I'm black, and black is a problem. And I feel good about being black. Shout out to all the chocolate women, okay? Shout out to the chocolate women. Yes, sir. Shout out to Sexy Red and all of them. Anyways, we got to get back to the show, man, because I could riff for days. And shout out to everybody that's in here, man. Like I said, y'all answer the poll. Y'all hit the like button. Let's get to today's show, or else we ain't never going to get nowhere. And I got to hit the gym later. We just gonna hit it at like 9. All right, so where should we start? Should we start with Big U? Should we start with Durkio? Should we start with Mo 3? We're gonna start with Big U. All right, man. So federal prosecutors have unsealed a 43-count indictment against Eugene Henley Jr., better known as Big U. They accused the alleged leader of the Rolling 60s Crips of violating the RICO Act, wire fraud, embezzlement, and more. And yeah, my ninjas, I keep telling you, bro, street life, look. Shout out to everybody that look like me and everybody that don't look like me. I'm talking to men in general. Men, huddle up, bro. Huddle up, okay? Huddle up. Look, you don't need to be gangbanging, bro. There is no need. You could do that if you want to do that. I'm saying, like, what's positive that comes out of it? Whatever you think that's positive that comes out of it, you can do that without being in a gang. Now, that's not the right kind of advice, but it's advice to start. Now, the real advice is this. There is no need to be part of a gang because there are cameras everywhere. In 2025, you are not bright if you are part of the gang. Now look, shout out to some of my exes. Some of my exes was affiliated. So this is why I say these things. So I understand that some people was born into it. Cause I was trying to understand like, yo, what's really going on? Like, why I'm sitting there like, hey, like, why you trying to do all that? And they told me, they was like, oh, if I'm born into it, it's not that I don't want to be, or I do want to be a part of it. It's just all I know. So we was taught this at a young age. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm telling, look, bro, I don't try to bring up my exes, cause people getting their feelings, and then, they know that I'm talking about them off of certain shit that I said. But bro, I'm telling you, I done been with girls that used to move pills, bro. Shout out to the Fetty Gov. I know y'all watching. I'm talking about when they was young, though. I'm talking about like 9 years old moving pills. Okay. So y'all can't turn around and try and get them for that because we in our 20s now. But I'm saying, so I've been with girls that was real deal, hood, ratchet, hood, ghetto girls. Shout out to the ghetto women. Yes, sir. Getting me excited. I'm salivating. I gotta swallow my spit, ninja. But yeah, so I'm saying all that to say, yeah, man, some people are born into it. My advice to you gentlemen is to stay away from it. It's not worth it. I used to think, because that's where I seen people that look like me majority of the time. I used to think that's what I was supposed to do. Look, we freezing. Look, they watching. They trying to mess up the stream. We freezing. They trying to mess up the stream. Look at them, bro. Oh, well, they gonna try and mess up the stream. Like I said, bro, if the stream get messed up, it is what it is. Shout out to the Federal government, man. You know what they do. Anyways, Big Henley Jr., who's 58 years old, is set to be arraigned April 8th. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, Henley is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to violate the RICO Act, 2 counts of conspiracy to interfere with commerce by robbery and extortion, which is the Hobbs Act, 1 count of the Hobbs Act, robbery, blah, 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 9 counts, 5 counts, 1 count, blah, 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 blah. Let's see what the comments say. I definitely just read all of that, Sean. Yeah, I couldn't, bro. My brain don't even work like that no more, fam. If we being real. And like I said, once again, if the stream lags, guys, my apologies. Like I said, I'm balling on the budget. I got the best Wi-Fi possible that I could get with the budget that I got right now. If I could get a better one, I will. I got to find one within my area, or I got to move, my ninja. Let's see. Congrats to WAC 100, LAPD, and 600. Don't nobody give a damn about that, man. But ninjas in California, big facts. I don't know Big U, and I don't know the Rolling 60s. Excuse me. Shout out to the truck drivers. I've been a trucker before, right? So I've been out in Cali, and yeah, they told me, shout out to my dispatcher. They was like, oh, be careful out there when you wear red and blue. I'm like, bro, what they talking about, bro? And I shit you not. I done had people pull up to me. What up, blood? What up, cuz? And I'm sitting there looking like, excuse me?
What the hell, boy?
I'm like, excuse me, brother? I'm like, what do you mean, brother? What do you mean, cuz and blood? What up? Nothing, ninja. I ain't banging. It's a meme with this white lady where she's like, oh, well, it's a black dude, and he's like, yeah, what up, blood, or what up, cuz? And she like, oh, you think I'm that? I'm not that. That's how I be feeling when they just pull up to me like, what's up? What's happening, cuz? What's up, blood? I'm like, I'm not blooded. I'm not bleeding. Okay, I'm not bleeding. So I mean, yeah, bro. Like I said, gang banging is not smart anymore. They said this ninja fried, no murder charge. I think he still got the murder charge, but it's tied to the whole gang. It's not specifically tied to him. But yeah, they're gonna make him take the fall the same way the whole thing is happening with Diddy, and they trying to make Diddy take that fall. Even though all these people participated willingly of their own accord, they're still gonna make him take that fall. We're not gonna go through the whole indictment because we'll be here all day. They said it's 43 counts, so ninja, it's pages and pages and pages. I ain't got the brain space. I ain't got the mouse speed. Okay, big pause, cause that sounded weird.
But what the hell, boy?
Anyway, shout out to Yella Beezy. So they dropped Yella Beezy's bond. They dropped Yella Beezy's bond. Let me see. We're gonna pull it up on Say Cheese. Shout out to Say Cheese. They dropped Yella Beezy's bond to $750K, which begs the question because, like I said on the Blac Pill, we assume that you're innocent until proven guilty. But it begs the question: is this ninja really guilty? Because unless a black life is worth $750K, why'd they drop the bond? Now, even if he couldn't afford it, if they think he really off somebody, they wouldn't drop the bond. So I'm assuming that they might not have actual evidence or something. But what I do know is I'm pretty sure the ninja that did the massacre, or we're not gonna say massacre, we're gonna call it the execution. Yeah, we're gonna use the word execution. The ninja that did the execution, I believe, is testifying against him. So Judge Murphy advised Yella Beezy to take this case seriously after reviewing the rapper's answers in the affidavit. And it's just crazy because this ninja potentially off somebody, and they're gonna let this ninja back on the streets. These ninjas is dangerous, and that's why I stay away from that gang banging, bro. I'm telling y'all, if y'all heard the stories and seen the shit that I seen in the hood, boy, it would change your whole mind about a lot of stuff. This is why these ninjas walk around like this. Shout out to my ninjas. And here we go. So this the incident right here on the highway in Dallas. Shout out to Dallas. What up, Dallas? What up, DFW? What up, DFW? This was in Dallas during the daytime, my ninja. That lets you know these ninjas don't care. And that's why I'm telling y'all, there's always somebody bigger and badder in the streets, bro. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Here we go. Let me put this volume down. And I guess this is a trucker camera or a car camera or something. Look at this. In broad daylight, my ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
Broad daylight, my ninja. These ninjas don't care, bro. That's why ninja gang banging. Look, man, I keep a piece on me just in case, because I ain't got time to play with these people. And the reason why it only happened is because Mo 3 got spooked. And you can see he got spooked. You can see he got spooked because the way he got out the car, he got spooked. That's the only reason why this issue even happened. Or the way it happened. That's why it happened the way that it did. He got spooked because common sense would be like, why would you get out the car and go get the gun on the other side of the car? If you have the gun with you, I would have pulled the gun while I was in the car. But that's just me though. Like I said, I'll probably never be in that situation. I hope to God that I'm not, because I don't want to be in that situation, and I ain't trying to be in that situation. So anybody got beef with me, hey, I'm just letting you know today, our beef is squashed. Leave me alone. I want no parts. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You won. You got it. You can tell everybody that you won to make yourself feel good and glorify it. I don't give a shit. You can say whatever happened. And guess what, my ninja? I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to say, yeah, it went like that. And I'm going to just go like this. Yeah, it went like that. And I'm going to just be sad and keep on moving on with my life because I want to live a long life. Anyways, yeah, like I said, let's see what the comments say. Biggest mistake was getting out that car. I like Mo 3, but he had no survival skills in this moment. Yeah, well, imagine somebody trying to off you and you sitting there like, fight or flight, ninja. Do I fight or do I fly? Running the ninja down with a Draco, broad daylight on the interstate is some ish you see on GTA. That was bold as F. Yes, it was. No cap. You know how much you gotta hate somebody to park your car and walk them down on the interstate. I'm trying to tell you, bro. So any of you ninjas hate me, hey, just block me, bro. You see me in the streets, keep it moving. You block me, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around you. Middle of the highway, heavy traffic in broad daylight is wild. I'm trying to tell you guys, these ninjas out here don't care about their life. And fellas, especially people that look like me, you guys need to value yourselves more. You guys are worth more than you realize, man. Whether or not you realize it, you're worth more than you think you are. So hey, have some common sense, please. Have some pride in being who you are. In other news, we got albums coming out. We got Durkio's album and we got Nav's album. So Durkio's coming out with I forgot what it's called, but when you cash out on a porn star, you put your life. Let me see. That's the song. Hold on. I'm gonna see. That was a snippet. I'm gonna find the song right now. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. I be having hiccups. I think it's the coffee. I ain't even sipped none yet, but let me pull up a picture. I forget what it's called. The Streets, something with his back. I forget what it's called, but this the album. Hold up. This the album right here. Very I ain't gonna lie, the picture fire, bro. It's not called Pain, but we gonna call it Pain. I think it's Deep Thoughts. Yeah, I think it's Deep Thoughts. Yeah. And like I said, them streets get you jail, dead, or worse, prison, worse. So this ninja sitting right now for some street ish, okay? Shout out to Durkio. Shout out to his baby mama. I forgot her name, but she's spoken for anyways, or his girlfriend. I don't know. But yeah, look, this shit, I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the most fire album covers I ever seen. No glazing. No glazing, my ninja.
What the hell, boy?
No glazing, my ninja. No glazing. That's one of the most fire albums I ever seen. Album covers. But yeah, I mean, at what cost, my ninja? At what cost? So we're gonna show you guys a snippet. Here we go. 1 second. That ain't it. My bad. Here was the snippet. Listen to the snippet. And we're going to do, in case you guys are interested, we do album reviews. We're going to do the album review tomorrow. I just got to decide which one we're doing first. Expect us to be in here around 11 or 12. And the reason why we come in so late and we kind of switch it up on Friday, because it is the weekend. Shout out to everybody who love the weekend. Yes, sir. No pun intended either, because I'm not referring to the artist, but I'm saying it's the weekend, and when we do album reviews, we don't do them in the morning because we want people to actually sit there and enjoy and dissect the album with us. So we kind of push it towards the afternoon, and then we're gonna have the other one sometime in the nighttime, and we have the gaming stream in the nighttime. So yeah, I know what it is. We try and set the weekend off right. Like I said, I don't be doing too much on the weekends. Maybe in the future when I get this bag right, but till then, even then, I don't want to be out like that because ninjas be shooting. But here we go.
I told them I stopped drinking, they instantly knew I was lying. You dance around with the demons, you spiritual, take a bath. If you tapped in with the high power, you don't need to be embarrassed. She told me if I keep sipping, ain't no need to get married. My first day having withdrawals, couldn't believe it was scary. Vaseline, it was blurred. In the deed, you witness murder. I damn near couldn't believe all the things I done heard, so I keep on sipping. When you catch.
Shout out to Durkio. Shout out to all the street ninjas. I know y'all like that kind of stuff. What's up, Future? Shout out to Future. Y'all know y'all like that kind of stuff. They say same song 1 million times. I mean, if it works, right? Success is copy and paste. When you cash out on a corn star, but you put your life on the line. No, he said when you cash out on a corn star, you put your life on the line. Yeah, that's facts. Durk better. Free Smirk. Durk and Future, the greatest rappers alive. Has he not dropped a song like this 5 times already? Hey man, it's what the people like. That's what his fan base like. Shout out to your fan base. You're supposed to feed the fan base. It's not about everybody else. Yeah, like I said, so we got Durk, and then Nav got an album that he's coming out with. I don't know if we have proof of that. Oh yeah, we do. We have DJ AK. Shout out to DJ Academics, or Academics now. He's not really like DJing like that no more. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to discuss that album too. Here we go. This is more on Durk, yo. Yeah. All I heard is I just be rapping, I don't care about it. I don't know about that sound. Shout out to all our new supporters and stuff. We appreciate y'all. Just so y'all know, when y'all see me flex this money, and this all to the ninjas that you know participate in the game banging, because I know y'all see my page too. This is fake money, okay? This is not real money. Don't think it's real for a second. Everything you see on here is fake. This chain is fake. If you look at this chain closely, it's turning green, my ninja. Improperly trust, my ninja. And the reason why it's fake is not because I'm fake. I keep it very real. The reason why it's fake is because social media is fake. And that's what I want everybody to come on my page to realize. The idea and the model behind the black pill is smoke, mirrors, truth. Take the black pill and see for yourself. So yeah, we just letting you know what it is, man. But shout out to everybody in Durk's fan base, because that's probably real money. So I'm trying to find Nav. I don't see Nav because a lot of shit that's been happening. But yeah, Nav's supposed to drop his album too. Let me see. He didn't drop any snippets. He just made an announcement on the magazine. So I don't know. Is Nav still famous? I'm not even sure anymore. Let me see. Interact. Nav album. Nav's dropping his album news. Let me see. I forget what it's called. We're going to find out right now. Oh, On My Way to REXDALE. At first when I read it, I was like OMW. But yeah, On My Way to REXDALE. Let me see. Nav will release new album On My Way to REXDALE on March 28th. That is tomorrow. Shout out to Nav. Let's see the trailer. We're gonna watch the trailer right here on the Blac Pill. You seen it here first. Here we go. And that shit loud. What is Nav? Nav is like DJ Khaled. I don't know what they are. I don't want to be racist, but shout out to them peoples. Shout out to my brothers from there. Shout out to our brothers from there. I don't want to say Arab and be like, whoa. Oh. Oh. Now, personally, I don't listen to Nav, but since I start doing this, it allows me to expand into, you know, different types of music. Shout out to Nav. Is Nav a rapper? Is Nav a rapper?
But what the hell, boy?
I'm not entirely sure. Is he a pop star? I don't know what he is, but we about to find out tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna have that tomorrow. If y'all want to pull up through for that, y'all know what it is. All right, let's get into some more parts of the show that I wanted to speak on before we get up on out of here. We got like a couple more things to discuss. Let me go to Win. And for those of you who don't know, Win is the guiding force of this show. Win is the thumbnail. Win is the thumbnail. So we got to discuss the last thing, which is Stephen A. Smith, man. All right, we at the main event. Y'all know what it is. All right, so Stephen A. Smith apologizes for suggesting LeBron James miss Kobe Bryant's memorial. My ninjas, these ninjas have been going back and forth for the last few days. At this point, Stephen A. Smith, I know you took it too far. I'm not going to be on your head about it because ninjas make mistakes. And one thing that I also say on the Blac Pill is we got to give people grace. I mean, some mistakes you can't come back from, but we got to give people grace. So shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to LeBron James, the GOAT. The GOAT. You dig what I'm saying? The mother flipping GOAT. But we go on TikTok and we're going to pull up what Stephen A. Smith said, which was very distasteful. His comments. Actually, we'll just go to Instagram. Instagram's easier instead of looking up all this stuff. And he made a mistake, and he said he made a mistake. He realized that he took it too far. And I think my advice to him, well, I'll tell you my advice after we watch this. Hold on. Where should we go? Hollywood Unlocked or the Shade Room? We're going to go to the Shade Room. Oh, and they live with it right now. We ain't finna pull up their live, though. But let me see. So right here, Stephen A. Smith.
LeBron James.
This was 7 hours ago. So Stephen A. Smith further spoke about their back and forth and said LeBron is mad because he doesn't classify him as the GOAT, even though he is the GOAT. And that's the thing. I would be mad. I wouldn't be mad per se about anybody specifically, but it's because you make it seem like he's not the GOAT, Stephen A. And he is the GOAT. Shout out to Michael Jordan. Shout out to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the GOAT of his era. LeBron is the GOAT of this era. You got to respect it, my ninja. You got to respect it. Give credit where credit is due. This man put in work. Now y'all turn around and nitpick. Oh, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. Okay. We know, bro. We know. You know what they used to say when I was coming up as a youngin'? Oh, LeBron James is 75 cents because he can't finish 4 quarters. Ninja, we've been hearing this since what? We've been hearing this since I was maybe 10 years old. All right, we get it, bro. We get it. Nobody else on the planet. Maybe not Tim Tebow. What's the ninja name? Whatever his name is, I can't remember. Is it Tim Tebow? The one in football with 6 rings, I can't remember, and it's crazy because I used to play football. It's just I've been busy doing my own thing. But yeah, that ninja. Is it Tim Tebow? Who has 6 rings in the NFL? Tim? Let me see. Hold on, I gotta check to make sure. I'm one of them people where it's like if I say something, I gotta verify my sources. Let me pull up Google real quick. Let me see. Google. All right, let me see real quick. Who has 6 rings in the NFL? It's not fuzzy. Tom Brady. Shout out to Tom Brady. I knew I was off. Tom Brady. Now there's Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady is the GOAT of NFL. We got to give it to LeBron, bro. Me personally, I'm a LeBron fan. No glazing it. You know, they say you glazing if you like LeBron. Crazy, man. Look at it. Look at what this man done. This man became a billionaire, and at this point, as a billionaire, is still glazing, bro. I don't get it with you ninjas, bro. You guys are never happy. He has to do everything, damn near kill himself to make it count. Anyways, yeah. So Stephen A. Smith says that LeBron is mad because he doesn't want him to be classified as the GOAT. Stephen also went on to call LeBron out for allegedly not being there for some of his basketball peers, the way they were for him, and much more. Here we go.
He went on national television yesterday and lied. He said that I have no problem with you talking about the game. What did I say about Bronny James other than at the time he wasn't ready? That was it. I said nothing else. So if that's the issue, and I pointed to LeBron James and the fact that you've circumvented a meritocracy just to get your wish at the expense of the credibility of the league in a lot of people.
Whoa. Slow down. You're using big words. Meritocracy.
But what the hell, boy?
Chill. We're trying to make sense of this too. Chill out. I understand what it means. I'm just playing, guys. Here we go.
People's eyes. That's talking about you. That's not talking about your son. And then he goes about the business of taking it a step further. First of all, let's understand something to the viewing public in America and beyond. This was planned. Rich Paul was on Pat McAfee's show about 10 days earlier or whatever. Rich Paul, for everybody that knows, is the man, the founder of Clutch Sports. He's a strategic thinker. He didn't go there by accident. You're there talking with Pat McAfee, and the next thing you know, within 2 weeks, after obviously a negotiation took place, LeBron James is on it. LeBron James went on national television yesterday and lied. He said that I have no problem with you talking about the game. What did I say about Bronny James other than at the time he wasn't ready? That was it. I said nothing else. So if that's the issue, and I pointed to LeBron James and the fact that you've circumvented a meritocracy just to get your wish guys. At the.
We have more. 1 second. I'm just putting this poll in the chat for YouTube. Shout out to Twitch and Rumble and all our supporters there. The poll is, and you guys can leave that in the comments. I'll get back to you guys because I got to figure out how to put that chat in there while we had the show going on. I got to add it to the program. But for now, it's LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith. Who do you got? Let's continue.
Expense of, I know that the man I am today is not the man that I was a decade ago, physically or beyond. I can tell you that. So we get that out the way. Why do I bring that up? Because that's how petty you've become. You're LeBron James. You that butthurt over the things that I'm saying.
Yes.
That you would post that video. When has LeBron James ever done something like that?
And that's where I'm saying, where it's like we have gone too far as a people. Like, all right, Steven. So the video he's referring to, guys, he's referring to the video where he was where he's boxing, right? Where he's boxing, and it's like Stephen A. Smith, like, it's just jokes, bro. Like, I understand nobody wants to be the butt of the joke, right? Unless you're a comedian, and even then, some comedians don't like that either. A lot of times, people don't want to be the butt of the joke. But I think he was just trolling. Like, it's social media. I understand you guys work amongst each other, and your jobs correlate with one another, but it was just a joke. Like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know, it looks like you can't fight. People are gonna talk, guys. You guys, even me, this happens to me. I'm not saying like it doesn't happen to me. I get pissed off when people make dumb comments too, but it's like, I think he was just trolling. You know, he was just trolling. He wasn't trying to, you know, I don't think he meant any ill will by that. Now, is he gonna apologize? Probably not. And you shouldn't apologize either. But like I said, I think it's best that we just leave the conversation alone. Because a lot of times, I feel like we live in a world where men feel like they can't agree or disagree with one another. I'm okay with disagreeing with a ninja. We don't have to be buddy-buddy. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. We don't have to agree with each other. I don't need a yes man. I don't need you on my side. At the same time, I'm not finna go back and forth with you. You said what you said. I said what I said. All right, let's leave it at that. It is what it is. I'm gonna move on. I'm not finna be salty about it. I don't care. You're entitled to an opinion, and you're entitled to feel a certain way. So I give no shits. We live in America, baby. Shout out to America. Best country in the world. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? So I don't really care. But yeah, Stephen A. Smith, you're affected now. Just like I was saying in the last few streams that LeBron was affected, and that's why he said all those comments that he said when he went on that podcast. Shout out to Pat McAfee or whatever. But yeah, Stephen A., you're affected and it's showing. And it's okay. You feel me? You don't have to. Me personally, I think if you have to put hands on somebody, that means you're weak-minded. So I wouldn't even sit there and complain about it. Ninja, you making $100 million and you not even playing basketball, my ninja. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You're making $100 million. You worried about what LeBron James said? Why? Because his name? I wouldn't give a shit. That's just me, though. I would give no shits. Oh, LeBron don't like me? Oh, damn. And I thought you was a good player. Oh, well. And I'm going to go carry on with my married life. Here we go.
But suddenly you're doing that as it pertains to me. This man is in his feelings. I wonder why.
You're in your feelings. Stephen A., you guys are both in your feelings, okay? It's not just him. It's you too, and it's showing. Both of you look like you're in your feelings, bro. Y'all both need to chill, bro. It's not that deep. Here we go.
Could it be because I don't believe you're the GOAT? Because I'll never believe you're the GOAT? Because I have you number 2 at all times? Do I have to have ESPN and First Take put up the ticker tape right now and say, yo, could you put that up there, please? Great father, great husband, great philanthropist, great businessman.
No, you don't have
great
to do all
director,
that.
Great producer,
what this
great
ninja talking
coach,
about,
great
bro?
basketball player, great leader. I mean, my God, I have done everything but put diapers and a bib on this brother.
Oh.
I know that the man I am today is not the man that I was.
This ninja going ham. Oh.
You what?
What are you doing? You need to leave.
And like I said, shout out to my black people. This is where I'm saying we always take it too far, bro. Why do we let this shit play out publicly and embarrass each other? Why don't we have these conversations in private? And then this is what everybody says. Oh, he started it first. Oh, he started it first. Can y'all get the hell out y'all feelings, bro? You guys are grown men that people look up to, bro. And you guys sitting there acting like that. Discuss it in private, handle it in private, go off on each other on the phone or whatever and say, oh, don't talk about me, and cuss each other out and then keep it moving, dog. It's like, we finna die. Do y'all realize we finna die one day? Hold on, bro. Do y'all not realize we're going to die one day? Who cares? I said it in my song, Target Practice. I said, life shit is so temporary, but it's necessary. Because you ninjas get up in your feelings when you get old. It's like, bro, tighten up, bro. This is something we say in Miami. We say tighten up, which means, I don't know what it means. It means like, bro, act right, bro. Tighten up means like act right. I'm assuming, like, think of your booty hole, not to be weird, right? Not to be weird, but think of your booty hole. When we say tighten up your booty hole, as in tighten up, bro. Stop being loose. Like, you being loose. Like, tighten up, bro. Here we go.
Or beyond, I can tell you that. So we get that out the way. Why do I bring that up? because that's how petty you've become.
Hold on,
You're
we're gonna go to the
LeBron
next
James,
one.
You that butt hurt over the things that I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said look, that's why I said tighten up, because what y'all talking about, bro? Imagine grown men making hundreds of millions of dollars. Do you know how many people would literally kill somebody to be in y'all position? Y'all sitting here crabbing. I'm busting my ass every day, popping shit on the internet to see y'all crabbing about, oh, who's the best basketball player? Man, can y'all shut up and do y'all job, bro? This is crazy, bro. Privileged to be in the position that you guys are in. You sitting here complaining and crying because you don't like something that he said and he doesn't like something that you said. Man, can y'all grow some nuts and get over it, please? And I'm in my 20s telling y'all this, bro. What y'all talking about? Now look, don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. It's cool to be affected, but bro, come on, bro. Y'all letting this shit play out. Y'all kind of embarrassing yourselves and the people around you. You're letting it play out in public. Now, at first, it was all fun and games and it was cute and shit like that. Now y'all taking it too far, bro. Y'all grown men, bro. What are we talking about? If you guys are the role models in our community, this is who we have to look up to as role models. This one man's a billionaire. This other man is 100 millionaire. And look at how they're acting, bro. Now, let me ask you, does Jeff Bezos, and I'm not comparing you to white people, and shout out to my white brothers and sisters. Shout out to everybody, right? I'm saying, if Jeff Bezos got a problem with Elon Musk, do you see it play out in front of the world? If Jeff Bezos got a problem with Mark Zuckerberg, do you see it play out in front of the world? No, it's behind closed doors, and that's what you ninjas need to do. Here we go.
Just that he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's.
And boom. So this is the distasteful comment. So once you hit this where I'm saying now you're being petty, and that's where I'm saying you're taking it too far, bro. Like, chill, fam. Chill. You're in too much of a big position and you making too much money to be sitting there letting LeBron James, like I said, big name, but still a man at the end of the day, letting LeBron James trick you out of character, bro. What you doing, bro? You do your job well, bro. You make $100 million to sit there and pop shit all day on TV, bro. Don't mess that up over some bullshit. Over somebody trying to quote unquote defend his family. For somebody doing it for the clout of social media. Don't mess it up, bro. Don't mess it up, bro. Come on. Let LeBron talk. He gonna talk just like all the rest of the basketball players is gonna talk if you talk shit about them and they don't like it. It is what it is. Guess what? What they say, what you eat don't make me shit and who you F don't make me come. That's what y'all gotta realize, bro. And I'm in my 20s saying this to you. And I'm not saying I got the best mindset. I'm just saying, come on, there's bigger things to be worried about. It's bigger fish to fry. There's bigger things going on in the world instead of complaining about comments that were made on the podcast, bro. This is what society has come to. Sad state of affairs for my people, bro. Here we go.
Memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first.
Now look, not your business. That's what I'm saying. You putting yourself in stuff that's not your business, family. It's not your business. It's like, yeah, you want to talk about it. Talk about it behind closed doors. And this is where I'll say I don't necessarily know, but I'm going to assume LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, if they talked about it behind closed doors, not in front of the world. Unless y'all want people to see that and be in y'all personal business. This was a personal thing that should have been handled personally. Now it's going too far. And it's like, yeah, you guys are making us look bad. And when I say us, I mean us as a people. Now I know the rest of you ninjas going to be there like, oh, you don't speak for us. You don't speak for us. You don't speak for the people. Hey, man. Guess what? We can disagree to agree. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying. Here we go.
Time in your career, I brought up none of that. I didn't bring up the fact that even though when people had asked, you had alluded to what had happened tragically to your son, and thank God he's okay with his heart condition. I didn't bring up the fact that even though you couldn't go to the Hall of Fame induction of Dwayne Wade weeks earlier, you were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business, okay? But
so look, this is what I'm saying. And guys, I shit you not, I did not watch these videos before I came here. I never watched the videos. Everything I'm saying is off the fly because I'm trying to develop my skill of being able to talk in front of a camera and talk to multiple people or engage with an audience. So my whole thing with that is, like I just said, this is personal business that you're bringing up on national TV to make a point. And it's like, hey, remember, you could be in your feelings all you want. You're still doing your job. Don't get tricked out of position. A perfect example of this would be when, excuse me, and I'm gonna make a good analogy here. Chris Rock, was it Chris Rock? Excuse me. Chris Rock and Will Smith. Will Smith allowed Chris Rock to trick Will Smith out of position. And Will Smith almost by a hair, And it still will never be the same. Will Smith almost destroyed his reputation because of something Chris Rock said to him about his wife. Now, in all fairness, you know, my ninja felt like he had to stand up for his wife. Hey, I respect it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But it could have been done behind closed doors. He felt like his wife was insulting him in front of people publicly. And instead of taking the high road, he said, okay, you want to go low, I can go lower. All right, cool, that's fine. But I'm saying, you couldn't have did that behind closed doors. So I get what you were trying to do. And I'm not saying to be the bigger person, but I'm saying you guys have more to think about. You guys are making money. Secondly, you guys are the people supposedly that we're supposed to look up to. And when I say us, I mean the young generation looks at you guys as the example of who they potentially want to be. We used to look at you as kids coming up and be like, man, I really support this person. I support this person. And now that we're older, we look at y'all a little bit different. And that's why I always say I have no idols. Like if I see these people in real life, oh shit, it's Stephen A. Smith. Hey man, can I get a picture with you? No. Hey man, take care. I like what you're doing. Keep it moving. I'm not finna get starstruck about nobody because I see you guys are human just like everybody else, including me. You guys are all part of the community and you guys all act the same way. Here we go.
The fact is, you wasn't at the Hall of Fame induction of a brother that's going to drastically assist to you being a Hall of Famer because he helped you become the champion that you are, and he was a big brother to you. I brought up none of these things. But LeBron James, at the end of the day, wants to come at me, and he's walking. I suggest.
And it's the thing. You make it seem like he went and pulled up that picture himself or that video himself. They pulled up the video footage. It just started circulating before he even posted anything. But here we go.
Around pouting. Why would he be pouting? The man is 22. He is universally recognized as the Mount Rushmore of basketball. He is unquestionably one of the greatest players to have ever played basketball. I have him top 2. Stab me in the chest. Crucify me. Throw me in jail of the thousands upon thousands of players who have played in NBA history.
Now look, it's okay if you have LeBron at number 2. It's okay. It's okay. But I think LeBron's taking offense to the fact that you nitpick. So only when LeBron's doing bad is okay, we're going to talk about it. When every other player is doing bad, and this is something I'm saying, when it comes to big names, shout out to the Ball brothers, shout out to LaMelo, Lonzo, and LiAngelo, right? Shout out to Seth Curry, shout out to Steph Curry, right? Shout out to all the greats or whatever, right? Y'all nitpick when it comes to LeBron. So LeBron, it's like a microscope on him. So for example, let's say KD's doing bad. Shout out to KD though. I'm just saying as an example. No hate to the ninja. Love, bro. But let's say KD was doing bad. Are you sitting there talking about how KD needs to play better? And if you have, okay, my bad, but I haven't seen it been blown up the same way under LeBron. Shout out to Jack. Jack said, do I think LeBron is number 1? I think he's the greatest of all time all-around player, and that's what I'm saying, where it becomes categories. So I think he's the number 1 all-around player. Yes, I do. He played every position. He can play every position at a high level effectively. No other player can do the same thing. So they might turn around and participate in different positions, but they're not playing the position at a high level the way LeBron did at the height of his career. Like right now, we're seeing what he does, and LeBron's not at the height of his career right now. Like he's a veteran in the game. Imagine what Udonis Haslem was before Udonis retired or whatever, right? He's Udonis Haslem right now. And this is the level that he plays at. And this is what I'm saying. So at the height of his career, and you got to remember, Jack, I'm from Miami. So coming up as a youngin', I seen LeBron bring rings to Miami. So Miami was doing all right. We was doing all right. And then LeBron came, and like I said, when we had Chris Bosh, shout out to Bosh, shout out to Dwayne Wade, shout out to LeBron, the big 3, right? Yes, sir. So when I came up seeing them ninjas, Ninja, Jack, my ninja, my ninja. Ninjas couldn't tell me, bro. Ninjas couldn't tell me nothing. I used to literally play like LeBron, bro. Like I had my little first step between the legs, start dribbling, go up. Literally the way I used to go up, the way I used to dribble the ball, go up with a power. They used to say I do power layups because I used to just try and model my game like LeBron because it made sense the way my size was. And back in school, when I was in JV and trying to get on varsity and stuff, I was playing the 4, so I was playing power forward. So I literally modeled my game like this ninja, and that's how I got better. So yeah, I'm biased in the situation. I have no dog in this fight. But yeah, I think LeBron's the greatest all-around player of all time. You can't show me another player that can play all around. They're gonna say Jordan. Maybe Jordan's the greatest. I'm just saying, if Jordan was in the game now, of course he would elevate his game or play a different kind of playing style. But when it comes to the greats were what basketball was. It has evolved now. So when it comes to certain shit, it's not the same. It's like music, bro. Like music back in the day is certain songs that I love, certain songs I can't rock to because it's evolved now. Now music is much faster. Before music was kind of slow. Beats are slow. It depends on the type of song, but music has changed too, and everything changes with time. One thing we have to do is stop immortalizing people, because when they immortalize people, they'll love you first and then they'll hate you. And my best example of that would be Tupac and Biggie. Tupac and Biggie were immortalized. Now it's all this stuff coming out about them, all this weird kind of propaganda, and it's because people consider them the greatest of all time. I used to love listening to them after hearing all the propaganda and the negative talks about, you know, Tupac not being thugging, or you know, Biggie's not Biggie was a little weird, chilling with Diddy and all this stuff, and then Tupac was a singing boy, dancing boy, all this stuff. Like I said, they try to ruin the image of the person. So like I said, Jordan is immortalized because of who he was, what he did. Cool. But Jordan's not my era. And I've watched the classics. I said this before, Jack. I watched the classics coming up because I wanted to play ball. Like nobody could tell me I wasn't going to the NBA. So I watched all the classics back when I had Comcast TV at my parents' crib. I used to watch NBA TV, watch the classics. Like I'm talking about the classics, like when it was black and white. I was watching, what's the name? Pete, what's the ninja name? Pete Stockton, ninjas like that, Dr. J, Julius Erving, who else? You know, Magic Johnson. Who else? Larry Bird. I was watching all that. So like I said, it's a little bit different for me. But my main thing is, like I said, bro, Stephen A. Smith, this is a conversation that needed to be had in private. At first it was all jokey joke. Now you taking it too far. Now he's taking it too far. You guys are going to keep taking it too far until somebody throws hands. And like I said, I'm not saying don't defend yourself if somebody throws hands, but nobody should have the power to move you with their words to make you want to put hands on them. Then you're weak-minded. Here we go.
I have this man number 2 overall in the history of basketball, despite Kareem Abdul-Jabbar being a 19-time All-Star. Around pouting. Why would he be pouting? The man is 22. He is universally recognized as the Mount Rushmore of basketball. He is unquestionably one of the great, a 6-time champion, a 6-time league MVP. It was the greatest, the most trusted move, offensive move in NBA history with the Sky.
And what LeBron has to realize too is that Stephen A. Smith probably watched these ninjas growing up. So that's the thing too. It's like, for example, there is no rapper that's rapping right now that I would turn around and say is the greatest rapper of all time. It would have to be Lil Wayne. It had to be somebody I watched coming up. So I understand Stephen A. Smith's sentiment somewhat. He probably watched or seen pieces of Jordan coming up and all that, and he probably respected the ninja. And that's why he says Jordan. He's not going to say anybody that he's kind of close to the same age, nearby or whatever. He's not going to say anybody, and we're all probably not going to say anybody other than the people that we seen coming up, because these were the people we idolized as youngins. So yeah, I mean, I understand Stephen A. Smith's sentiment. With me, I seen LeBron coming up. Shout out to LeBron. I lived through the LeBron era. I lived through Carmelo. I seen LeBron, Carmelo, Kevin Garnett, that big three in Boston, Rondo. The greatest rapper got to be you. Shout out to you, Jack. I appreciate you, man. And that's the thing. If you really feel that way, it's all good if you feel that way. That's just because, like I said, you're coming up, seeing me grow up. So we all develop our taste as time goes on. And that's the thing too. Like, you're hearing my stuff now. My goal is to become better and better and better and better until I'm a vet at what I do, if I take the long haul with it. And that's the thing too. So LeBron is the GOAT in my eyes and a lot of people in my generation's eyes. Shout out to all the haters. Like I said, the haters always take it too far. It's part of the game. Stephen A. Smith may never see him as the greatest, and that's fine. That's okay. He's not going to acknowledge it. He maybe will when they about to die. That's about it. Other than that, here we go.
I still had him ahead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's not enough. So much so that you go this route. It's very unfortunate that he has done this. It's very unfortunate that he has tried to ostracize me amongst the NBA community and the sports world and beyond, talking about how I talk about I'm pooping on the players and all of this other stuff. They don't bring up all the time we praise the players. I applaud them when they win. I criticize them when they're messing up in an effort to make sure that you don't do it again. I'm not wishing anybody to fail, but I have to call it how I see it, because I have an audience to answer to.
Now look, and this is where I agree with Stephen A. Smith. Yes, sir. So Stephen A. Smith is right in the sense that he has an audience he has to answer to. And that's where I said LeBron, and I've said this on the last streams for everybody who was here. LeBron, you need to get out your feelings, because at the end of the day, Stephen A. Smith is not paid by you, and Stephen A. Smith doesn't answer to you. He answers to his audience. Just like me, I'm doing the social media game, posting my stuff, even my music. That's why my new music that's coming out, the reason why it's taking so long is because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to tell the audience that I have. I'm not finna give them straight doo-doo garbage. Okay, I can't give them doo-doo garbage. Shout out to DDG, no pun intended, my ninja.
What the hell, boy?
But no, what I'm saying is, for real, what I'm saying is, yeah, LeBron, you don't pay Stephen A. Smith, so unless you're paying him to say nice things about you, and if you try to bribe him or whatever, it's not gonna work, bro. He's not the type of ninja to to suck your you catch my drift, bro. You catch my drift. So you got to get up out your feelings about that one, homie. Here we go.
A 6-time champion, a 6-time league MVP. He doesn't want any pushback. He just wants to say what he said like he did on courtside and then depart, but looks right up to the camera that's behind us that I never saw, who was filming it all along. The man orchestrates stuff. The man will smile in your face, and he's got something behind his back, ready to stab you in it. It's who he has been. It's who I have known him to be. It's why he doesn't like me, because he knows I know it, and it's why I certainly don't like him. But it's not going to stop me from being professional at all times. America, the world. I work for ESPN. I will not dishonor this network. I will not dishonor this profession by being unprofessional when it comes to somebody I don't like. Just because I don't like you as a person doesn't mean I cannot appreciate your unquestionable, undeniable, unparalleled greatness.
Ooh, shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Hey, man. Hey. Say, bro, as much as I love LeBron, I'm siding with Stephen A. Smith, dog. I'm siding with Stephen A. I'm siding with Stephen A. Because it's like he said, what are the odds that 2 weeks ago was when the podcast happened? What are the odds that somebody just happened to be recording exactly when it happened? I'm siding with Stephen A, bro. I'm siding with Stephen A, man. Yes, sir. He got the dub in my eyes. What he said about Kobe was distasteful, though. And he did apologize, however. But like I said, sometimes we do get in our feelings as men. Shout out to all the young men, older men. We have to be mindful, and we have to catch ourselves sometimes. It just is what it is. Par for the course, part of life. Nobody's perfect. That's it for today's show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I said, shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. If you tune in, you are the resistance. I got one more thing I'm gonna show you. Like I said, we making beats just to show y'all, and we're gonna bring the close out. Since Jack liked to close, that was just the indicator that okay, the close are fire. I need to make more. And Jack, if you can, don't send a picture with your face, but send a picture of you wearing the shirt, like your body, so they can see the shirt and they can see what it is. And I'm gonna put that up. Don't send your face, because there's weirdos on the internet, and I'm not trying to have these weirdos stalking you, my ninja. Past that, shout out to Jack. Jack's all the way in Virginia. Shout out to Virginia. Yes, sir. Let's see. I want to show you guys. Like I said, guys, I make beats. Here we go.
This is the Adam effect.
No, this is not it. This is not it. My bad. Where is it? Reels. Here we go. Here's a beat. It's my beat. I made this. Here we go. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm making. My bad, y'all. That shit sounds sick. Yeah. Yeah, I made that at the crib. Yeah, ladies, we coming this summer. Appreciate that, Jack. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I made that, bro. I made that. I know it's fire. That's why I ain't want to show it, because niggas gonna try and steal it. Yeah. Yeah. Go superhero when I'm off the drink. All right, man. That's it, man.